Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. Shaun Driver, E.T., the Red Horde. And here with, as always with Brendan, I'm not going to be able to watch this thing at all. I can't see nothing. Like, these are too small, but E.T. phone home. Coventry City here on a Halloween night, visiting the race course, top team in the league, greatest goals for, 6 clean sheets, leading the league. Impervious? Is that the word that we're using? We're going to find out. There is reason for hope and for optimism. But Brendan, how the hell are you? And what are your thoughts?
Good. Excited. I think this could be the game. Kind of really makes this is it. Like, are we going to be good, or are we going to hang on? You know, are we going to be mid-table, or are we going to get up near that 10, just inside the 10 area and threaten for playoffs? I think this is the game that kind of cements that for us.
I call it getting the stink out after that performance against Cardiff City, and the disappointment and the frustration that was felt everywhere, especially with the locals. You jump onto Twitter and you read this stuff, and it's die. And I just read the word dying. Improvement. Hey, jack of all trades. I think it's important for them to if the boys don't come out with some jump now after completely laying an egg on Wednesday in the Welsh Derby and peeving fans, I don't know how they're going to, like, they better come out guns a-blazing, because that was the first time that we just saw lackadaisical poor quality in a long time. Credit to Cardiff City. They did what they needed to do. They pressed, they put us under pressure, but that can't be all that's necessary for us not to move our butts. And that's where I had the concern with a lot of people. I don't know if you still felt the same after you reviewed or not.
I did. I wasn't happy with the performance at all. I mean, like I said, if that was a semi-regular thing, I'd have a hard time watching all the games. So.
Yeah, it would lackadaisical. I can't even get my hand into this. This thing is a little bit too tight for me to do the ET go home. In any event, I'm not going to be able to wear this. In fact, I might have to bump it off pretty quick. Should we bring up the roster? I'm with you, lackadaisical. I'm with you, frustrated. I'm with you that it would have been hard to get into things if that was the effort. It wasn't just the results that mattered. It was the fact that the boys busted their hump for the town. And there you go. Andy with the message. Let's focus on the game in front of us. And that's today, so let's talk about it. I'm going to bring up, it's a little hard for me to see where everything is. As I go through this, I had it up on Twitter somewhere. But let's bring up our lineup, and we can have a look at that. No real surprises other than we've got to deal with problems over on the left back's position. And now we know it's confirmed sort of as to how we're dealing with it. So Ogonkwo, no surprise there. Cleworth, Hyam, no surprise there. And then the question, Cody or Scar, I guess, is the question that you could ask. Or I guess Thomason going back. Based on Thomason's performance against Cardiff City, I can understand why that's no longer an option. Do you disagree with me that he's not an option and it was between Cody and Scar? And then why Scar instead of Cody in your eyes?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I've heard that they're going to put Scar in the middle.
Which they may, but then wouldn't, and that would make sense to me. But the graphic, again, this is mixed up as far as they normally have the player that's playing center back in the middle of the three, right? It's clearly on the left, well, right, whatever you want to call it, depending on which way you're facing, as far as on the screen or looking at them on the pitch. So I don't know exactly who they're going to go with. Between Hyam and Scar on the other side. The question that I have, to me, as far as pace goes, if I needed a center back, somebody who's going to clear the ball, despite the pedigree of Cody, Scar I actually trust more at the moment. Dangerous, maybe. But as far as and being fleet of foot, Cody's got to be faster than Scar, though, doesn't he? Somebody can tell me that otherwise.
They're both not fast, so it's hard to tell who's faster.
We'll see what happens there as it comes out. Kabore on the right side. Here's my prediction: if Wrexham's going to win this, Kabore needs to have himself a game, and there's a pathway to it. We'll get into that when we go through Coventry's lineup, which I'll have to take my mask off for. Former Coventry captain Ben Sheaf, I think it's 107 games. Is that what it was? So I'd have to remind myself. Extensive amount of time with Coventry. Actually scored a goal back in 2023 in the game that we won 4-3, a wager in the third round of the FA Cup. So he's in the lineup. Matty James, steady as always. His quality keeps him in. And O'Brien. Oh, Mr. O'Brien. Arguably one of the best players on the pitch for the first 8 games of the year. And it just seems like he's fallen off a cliff, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, Dobbo's not going to create any chances. And to ask, Windass to essentially do it all is tough. You got to have some other options, some midfielders that can get forward and be an option on our counterattack, right? Like it can't just be Windass. So.
Yeah, I'm with you. Des says size matters, not speed. I'm with you, Des, in the center back position on the left and the right side. I'd like to have both, but if I had to pick, even though you've got your wing backs there, it's just But the reason why I'm more comfortable with Brunt is because other than when he challenges forward to try to intercept and gets a read wrong, he's more fleet of foot and can deal with an attacking defender or an attack. He can, as a defender, he can deal with someone attacking him on the right-hand side and driving the ball on him. I'm a little less confident in Scar and or Cody out on that left back position, the left side of their back three. So fame has gone to your head. A supporter from his previous club posted that Sheaf loves to have the second half of the season off. Well, that's good news. But we'll see how it all goes. I never trust what supporters say because they love their players until they're not there, and then they're a pariah. Kakache getting the start on the left wing back position. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. And then Windass and Moore. Any argument for Broadhead to come in for a second start on this one, with either because of exhaustion or capacity? I wouldn't say because of effort.
I think if we're all betting money, we're betting that you're going to get far more consistent hustle and effort from Windass. And if you're going to be pressing, again, you want Windass. You don't want Broadhead out there. And it's fine to bring on Broadhead to make that definitive goal. And it's probably easier for him to push more consistently when he's not on for a full 90. So yeah, I'm all about starting Windass over him.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have an argument. Do you have the Coventry lineup to draw up there?
Yep.
Let's pull that up there because it's interesting. If there is an opportunity and a time that you want to play Coventry, it's a time when they have some injuries and some suspensions, and that is now. They've got 4 players out. And so when you go through their lineup, and I'm trying to pull it up so that I can make sure I have it, and I don't have it up. Silly me. Just give me a second here to make sure I've got everything looking at the screen the same way that you guys are. Here we go. Thomas Asante is one of their leading scorers. 9 goals so far this year. He's in. Bad news, so's Haji Wright. He's got 8, the American. He's up there. This will be his 11th start of the season. Rushworth, which is their I believe Rushworth is their goalkeeper. He's in the lineup. But where things get interesting, a lot of their players, Kitching, he's going to have his 13th start tonight. Grimes is going to have his 13th start. Mason Clark is going to have his 9th. And so that's the experience, and it's certainly there. But where things get interesting is Van Ewijk, who is their right back, is out with a suspension. And so that's notable for 2 reasons. One, as I understand it, he's a long throw specialist. It might be him or Bobby Thompson, to be fair. Somebody would have to clarify if they're here from Coventry as to whether it's. And I know they have a long throw specialist. I know that they've been scoring from long throws. Ben Tozering the hell out of clubs in the championship, which I thought wasn't supposed to happen when we were doing it because we'd get found out that it doesn't happen at the higher levels. But out due to suspension and injury for calf injury for Bobby Thomas, suspension for Van Ewijk. So Kessler or Hayden Kessler Hayden drawing in first start. He's appeared in 8 matches. He's had a total of 98 minutes, and he's drawing in on that right back position, which is why I identified the wing backs, Kakache and Kabore, have options to make themselves known in this one. I guess that would be down Kakache's side taking on the rookie. The other interesting one is they've lost one of their center backs. Bidwell is getting his first start. He's appeared in 3. He's only played 53 minutes so far, and that's because De Silva has some form of a medical injury. You add to that list a third start for Allen and Bobby Thomas being out, and we've got possibilities, I guess. Possibilities. And you're taking a team undefeated in 7, on a roll, scoring whenever they want. Do you think we have a chance?
Yes. In the great words of the Dumb and Dumber crew, so you're saying there's a chance. Yes, I think we have a better than remote one. I think we could definitely surprise them here.
Yeah, no, I'm actually bastion of positivity, and I'm gonna have to take this bloody thing off and just go with the toque. You guys can assume that I can see because it's just bothering the tar out of me. I'll keep the toque on, and I swap toques for good luck. If you're ever going to be playing the top team, yes, you'd want to go in on a roll, but having laid an egg, you'd expect everybody to be fired up. So I think they're going to be ready to go and draw it on to give the home fans a good performance. You add to that the fact that there's 4 players out and 2 of them are in the back line. That's obviously helpful. There are questions to be asked. This is a big game, and I get the sense and the feeling that we're going to be okay. Let's talk matchup of styles here. Coventry seems to come at you with ball at foot, create lots of opportunities, lots of chances. They lead in shots. They lead in goals, obviously. They lead in XG. They don't lead in possession, and they don't lead in passing, which is direct at you, which against a counter-attacking team that has the opportunity, if we can get the ball upfield quickly, I think we've got a puncher's, not better than a puncher's chance here. I think we've got a real opportunity. The other thing is yes, they've run a bunch of clean sheets, and you get nervous about their back line and their defense, but listening to the podcasts that are out there with respect to how they play, they give up a fair amount of chances. And against a team that's relatively efficient, like Wrexham is, we have that opportunity. So who's getting teared up with emotion? Am I missing something? Just starting the toque from the get-go. And because my hair's a mess because of the ET costume, and I got to be fashionable, right? So 9 minutes to go here. I still haven't got... We're on DAZN again in Canada. You'll be in Sky in the UK, Paramount down in the US, and Live Soccer TV will get you identified for the rest of them. And I've got to see if I've got volume for this one as I hit the live button, and we'll see whether that picks up here or not. It does not. So that means I'm going to have to bump this off, and I will just be a moment here. Brendan, if you wanted to talk about predictions or show any of the stuff that you've got, as I have to swap around some tech stuff because
if you guys can put some score predictions. I haven't seen very many in there on what you think it is for tonight's game. By the way, I'll take the opportunity to say Shaun asked us to join his fantasy,
I can hear you now.
Okay. Picking games, and he picked games the first week, and
did horrible.
I was so bad, it was atrocious. I don't even know if I scored a point the first week, and he proceeded to taunt me and point that out. And then I don't know that he's picked another week's worth of games since then.
No.
But I've had many a bad week, but I've climbed all the way up to number 2, right behind Dez now. And I could potentially pass him this week. So I've definitely turned it around some after getting my butt kicked week 1. But
Is that just a long-winded way of saying listen to me when it comes to score predictions and not
Absolutely
Shaun?
not. No. I again, I have some of the most horrendous scored weeks that there are in this fantasy league so far in the 13 weeks. So this is the 13th week. So no, I obviously don't know what I'm doing, but I have climbed out of the cellar nonetheless.
Oh, Woody's in with the counter jinx take. Is that what that is?
Yeah, Woody's really trying to get us a lot of goals tonight.
What is your score prediction? Because I missed it if you said it.
In the fantasy thing, I guessed 2-2, but I'd love to see us win a 3-2 shootout.
3-2. If there's lots of goals, I don't think we win. That's my take. The most we can get.
I don't know that we can stop them. I'm worried about them coming right at Scar. I'm guessing that's why Matty James is back there, to hide Scar. Last time Scar was effective, Matty James was within 10 feet of him the whole game. So I would guess it's closer to a back four with Matty James and Scar holding down the center. That's about the only way we don't get abused.
Well, it's going to be interesting because they're obviously going to want to chase down their right side because they know that they've got Scar and or Hyam playing out of position over on that side. We're going to want to attack and abuse their right back, who's getting his first start. And so that's going to be Kakache down that left side, I think, just over and over and over again. And they'll be coming back on that side. I think the field will be lopsided horizontally, vertically, whichever way you want to call it, such that the ball goes down one side over and over and over. We'll see. We're 6 minutes away from kickoff here. It looks like a glorious night there. It's raining and all ugly as hell for the trick-or-treating. And Game 6 of the World Series tonight, for those of you who will be soaking that one and starting at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Won't be doing it here because I'll be out trick-or-treating and that's just life. But it could be a good day. Oje Aliassime looks like he might actually make it into the ATP finals as the Canadian presser. Wrexham's got his thing here. Take this one home. Blue Jays win the World Series. That sounds like a good day to me. Sounds like a good day to me. Right?
Definitely.
I wonder if we've got any Dodgers fans who sit quietly in the background. And
wow, you could seeing Kabore next to Max. I didn't realize there was such a height difference.
And I'm just going to identify here that no more answering door for the trick-or-treating. Nat's going to be trying to do the run. My wife, Nat, going to be running around doing her thing to try and pick up and scoop the kids. But she may not be able to get to my youngest in time. And if she doesn't, that means I'm going to have to go and do it. So that would probably be in about 2.5 hours from now. So I'm hoping we're wrapped up, but this will be a quick one to wrap up, and I'll just throw that one. Halloween is postponed until after the Blue Jays game. You try and tell that to a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. It ain't happening here. That's all I got to say. So should be good. I'm excited for this one. You've got Coventry, and we talked about it in the Cardiff City. There's still people in Coventry peeved about that third round loss back in 2023 in the FA Cup, where we scored 4 goals to their 3, one of them by Ben Sheaf. But yeah, lots of love for Captain Cleworth. You want to see where you measure. You're taking on the top team in the division who's on a burner. Let's just go and get the fucking thing done. That's my point. Is they're making their way out of the tunnel, the ball being grabbed. Did they give Sheaf the band? Because that would make sense and be a nice way to.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
I think they did.
They had him walk out first, so
yeah, I think they did. So the nice thing is you watch the players coming out of the tunnel. There seems to be a little bit more fire in the eyes. Did you notice that, or is that just me? Like, you watch Kabore come out, you watch, like, there's some quiet.
They looked all about business tonight. Yeah.
The last one, there were smiles and looking around, and it looked like, hey, we're having a Sunday night kickabout. Himes, captain. I didn't see. I thought it was Sheaf that was out first, but I could have it wrong. God damn. Already like edgy. I want to have the club assert itself, and this would be a wonderful way to go about doing it. The Wrexham Lager, Jason's, that's what's on the screen still, or am I behind on my lives? That's what's just my ugly mug.
Yeah, behind a bit.
Yeah, I am. I know that was on the.
You are on the screen all by your lonesome.
All by my lonesome.
Yeah.
The pressure is real. Oh, I should put this out there too before we get everything settled in. Oh, like button is down below. Smash that thing. Let everybody know that we're here in the algorithm and do its thing. And then the other thing that I should be doing, just because the Red Horde is so awesome and is all about community and all those.
By the way, Steve was already donating up a storm, so.
I saw that $5 went in early, and it's pretty.
Then another 10,
epic.
yeah.
And then another 10. Nat of North, my wife's YouTube channel. She's weird. She does some weird things, but it's different, and she's Yorkshire. I love her. Go over there while you've got a chance before we get to kick off. I'm going to pin that so that you can go later if you wish to, and give her a subscribe and a bump. Let her get going with her thing. She's done a couple of shorts. They're funny, but I was like, that's risque, but she's happy doing it. Far more risque than I am. And yes, as Dave, one of the ones I know, with the like and subscribe to support all of us. What happened against? We're not talking about Cardiff. And it was Wednesday, but it was not good. It was just a piss poor, lackadaisical performance. So, thanks, Des. Rushworth between the sticks.
Call it out.
I'm waiting. I'm still behind here. Are we on the ball? Are you guys starting to head? I'll hit the live button to make sure I'm all the way forward. Yeah, I'm as live as I'm gonna be as I'm not looking at anything. Prove they're the biggest club in Wales. Define big, because they ain't the biggest anymore. Their turnover ain't there, and the baton has passed, but it was a bad day. And the nice thing is it's only going to get bigger for Wrexham. The stadium gets in, the fans are there, and I'm waiting for Wrexham going left to right on your monitors, Coventry right to left towards the tech end, and we're still behind. How far behind am I? There we go. I'm underway now. Is that a solid 15 seconds?
You're 10 seconds behind.
That's a gap. So no spoiler alert. Keep that one in mind as we slowly proceed through this one with me lagging behind.
Yeah, you can hear me choking down my emotions on the mic. Yeah.
Where am I and what's my name here? Just give me a second because I don't have everything all set up. I thought I did, but ET can't read and can't see with his stupid mask on. So give me a second here. Rushworth holding it, left foot through the deck, and this is what I sort of anticipate is they're going to be direct, just looking at the stats. Don't see a lot of center back kickabout that they'll keep ball at foot and push with it. And this is what I want from us is the press and the high line. We didn't do this once against Cardiff City the entire time. The sort of press and chase it around as Kakache gets it. And see, you eke out a bad kick down the pitch. You steal a possession. We'll see how long this lasts. And it looks to me, Scar in the middle. Haim on the left, yeah? Oh, Steve, again. You don't have to, my friend. It's much appreciated, but don't feel there's any expectations from us. You're a consistent contributing measure, and we thank you very much for it. Bidwell with it, left-hand side, 35 yards out, back to Mason Clark. Mason Clark searching for options, and he's got Kitching back over to Bidwell. Moving over here. Thomas Asante comes over. He sounds like an insurance firm, doesn't he? Maybe. Isn't there some sort of law firm or insurance firm or investment firm that sounds like that down in the U.S.? Thomas Asante. I don't know. He's got the ball anyway, has it back, draws it back, Bidwell, and they're going to recycle, and Moore's going to put his foot to the gas and do a little bit of a run. Good. Twix is having himself a negative day. Hey, man, I'm all good with people from other clubs being here and contributing to the conversation and stuff too. But let's just not get into the foolishness. Right-hand side. Sakamoto looking far across. A good call-out shout and just going to go out for a goal kick. Harmless, positive. Everything is wonderful. 2.5 minutes in, they haven't scored yet. I'm surprised how good the lager is with Clamato juice.
I thought it was okay.
Really,
I mean, I've had bad beer. That was Wrexham lager is not bad.
No, it's not. I like my light lagers because I like to spoil them with Clamato juice, and so it sits perfectly for me. It's right in my wheelhouse. Ball bounces on the deck. Windus allowing it to hit the ground. Always a good strategy if you can do it. Block the guy off because you never know exactly where that thing's going to bounce and you're able to get it as Kabore fights off his man. Thomas Asante everywhere right now. Matty James looking for options, 45 yards out, drawing it back, and we'll reset. Come on, boys. No, never. Have you tried it, Deandra? Have you had a Caesar yet? Grimes takes it for Coventry. Bidwell, they're going to recycle. Window's going to put the pressure on. Slid all the way over to Rushworth. I have not seen the latest That Wrexham podcast with Fletch Tozer and Billy Water.
Did you see how pinpoint that pass was coming out from their keeper?
Are you angry now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a novel thing to see, right?
Well, you know, like you watch our keepers and it makes it look like it's flipping difficult. And this guy just like slots it in like he's a quarterback, over lobbing it over linebackers and underneath, you know, the safety on a dime. And I'm like, what the hell?
Well, we get to watch it again. There's a Rushworth. He hasn't kicked one through the air either. It's all been on the deck looking for options. There you go. That one's a long ball. And he eats your words. We'll get a throw in over on the far left side. Howdy, Teslas. Tezelis? I think it's the latter. Tezelis. Afternoon in the U.S. Daylight savings for us, so we get back to the normal scheduled programming tomorrow. If Brendan's going to work this sort of magic, we need for him to start criticizing how poorly we shoot, pass, attack, so that we can have everybody turn it around. Did you see Kabore with that pass? Absolutely atrocious. The man can't pass or cross at all.
I know. I know, but I want to forecast a sheaf to Windass hookup that makes Coventry fans upset. That's what I want to see.
Kakache, you know what? I think he's starting to find his legs. Maybe not so much like into the game. There's another one that's kicked out. You really need to throw a whole bucket load of insults to Wrexham players here, because the way that Rushworth has gone since the compliment has been impeccable. I was going to say something and I can't remember it with respect to Kakache. That's who it was. As we got a cross here of delay and it's put down, but Windass, and he gets the opportunity on a poorly cleared ball and it lands at his feet at about 14 yards away, 15 yards away, and he tries to deliver quickly with the right and pushes it up over top. Could he have settled that down? Did he have time? Could that be communicated better to him that he had a little bit?
It was going to be tough.
Yeah, if because that in the air to put that down and then try and put your foot through it, I think that he would have been closed on. So you're right.
I would have yelled at him if there was someone else open, meaning, you know, if he can control it and get it to them. But
yeah. Settled.
If it was someone 2 meters away that would have been on him.
Kakache's pace looks like it was at the start of the season. And so when he can shift gears and beat people like he just did, it's rather impressive to see as he comes back and collects that ball, pushes his man off, easily collected there. Sheaf punts it back, pushed forward. Windass, oh no, sorry, that was O'Brien, danced around. I just assumed it was Windass from position, and there Coventry's able to get it. But I appreciate, guess what we had right there? That didn't happen the entire game against Cardiff City. Did you see what we just had there? We had 4 red kit busting
moving
their
forward,
hump, running forward.
Love that. That's part of the reason you couldn't expect 1-on-4 to bear any fruit.
Kabori gives away a corner. Bad pass back from about 27 yards, misses Cleworth, and nobody's there to run out and get it.
I love how Cleworth just stood there staring at him like, what the hell was that?
You don't like to tempt the football gods with unforced errors. That's the new guy getting pulled up to take a header on this one, and he's got a teammate riding his back almost like he's never played football before. So what we're going to do here is try and put that big head of yours on the ball. We need you in the box up here. Okay, they're going to start pushing a little bit. Left foot out swinger delivered by Coventry. Dangerous territory. Had it unfortunate that it just went wide.
I was almost positive you just jinxed us with that.
I'm going to have to watch my P's and Q's. Man, they just mobbed 3 people forward straight towards the goal and just dove over top and threw everybody.
Yeah, that guy has some.
I don't know. How is that not a foul on Sheaf? Hands all over his back, jerseys up over his back, climbing up over top of his back, and then gets the header. And maybe they did give it, and I just didn't notice. I just assumed because it went wide, it was a goal kick, but maybe it was a foul too. I didn't see. There you go. Twix with it. Cov will have to lose soon. Might as well be tonight. That's my theory. I just think it's nice to see the boys in red running right now. That's novel. They spent, I guess, we'll play half of our starting lineup in the game against Cardiff City, but we'll tell them that nobody's allowed to run today. That seems to have been the message. Hyam with it, throw in 35 yards away from our own goal. Is that a good thing, Tyrant, or am I I had to change the camera today. I had to do a bunch of stuff. Nothing wanted to work with me. The Halloween gremlins are out in full display on All Hallows Eve. Cleworth heads it down. Control through the middle. Matty James collects. He's got options up forward for Moore to be able to try and collect it. That guy is tiny. Is that Kessler Hayden? Over to the right-hand side. Opportunity here. Take the shot. Oh, my God. You're not going to get an opportunity as clear as that one. And why did you chicken out when you had the lane? O'Brien, you're killing me. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Windows gone. Sakamoto. Going the other way.
That's not the first time he's done that this year. That's the third or fourth that he just doesn't take a shot.
Are you afraid of, like, what the fuck just happened there? Like, it's like he was playing we were playing FA and just dropped or FC and just dropped the controller. He just stopped there and stood.
I know what we need.
There's Lee. Shoot! The most annoying chant and thank God that it's not done in the UK.
What the?
But the most annoying cheer in hockey is shoot! Shut up. I mean, that was a clear time of the one clear time that maybe should have happened. But you'll see people in the power play passing around in hockey, and people yelling shoot. No, if they don't have a lane, why are you taking the shot? But he had a lane. He had a lane. Well, I guess we can't talk about it being a goal scoring opportunity because and a chance missed because it wasn't a chance. Ooh, off a Cleworth leg, funny, and that's got to be a foul the other way. Mason Clark on Kabore. His controller batteries run out? They did. What just went DDDD? Sounded like something shut down. Oh, I know what it is. Why didn't... Why is this not working? 1 second, please. Opportunity left side. There we go. I was like, it's a little quiet here. I'm just hearing Brendan in the background. I've got no broadcaster, but that was me with the technical difficulty.
Yeah.
O'Brien with a Kakache dancing around, lost ball, bounces off, and Sakato couldn't save it as it wasn't controlled by Allen. And Kakache, he's looked spry today. The trigger button obviously broken, right?
I saw the replay. The ball was a little bit behind him on his left foot, and he didn't, straighten it out with the first touch. So then he lost his opportunity. He should have just let it roll through to his right foot and didn't. And yeah.
Well, we'll take the corner here. Over on the left-hand side, up against the cop. You don't really have Mason Clark covering more for headers, do you? Like, you'd think you'd want to get one of their taller guys, Wolfenden or somebody. Maybe they're running a zone and waiting. No, they're going to let... That seems odd to me. Do they have the height of Mason Clark compared to Moore statistically? You have to look it up on Wiki, not on page here. But right-footed in-swinger, close in the 6-yard box, headed away, and up over top, loose, headed out of the way for the... Off of the line as the keeper was out. I don't know if that... They probably had 3 or 4 defenders there that could have got it as the keeper was out to lunch having punched it away. And it scoops up over top of him and has to get headed out of the way. But Ephron Mason Clark marking Kiefer Moore, you let it rain on his head all day.
I really like that lawyer speak of yours.
Our post headed, bounces off, and should get another one. That bounced off of his shoulder, didn't it? No argument from Kluwerth as he heads that down.
I love that the Coventry guy is holding his shoulder after he was ripping Clearwood's arm out of the socket.
Oh, the wounds.
Why didn't his arm just come right out of his shoulder? It hurt.
Maybe it did. Maybe it did. Oh,
made me strain myself.
On me? Yeah, you can't jump at a 30-degree angle into somebody and the ball's in the air, you muppet.
I hurt my hand when I punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Call a foul on him.
What about my poor boots? They got covered in his blood when I stabbed him with my freaking cleats. Get out of here.
He ruined my shirt with his blood. Something has to be done.
Rushworth, he loves to pass it on the deck. Maybe those passes on the deck are necessary because through the air he's been bad. But the benefit is, and maybe that's a strategy that needs to happen with Ogonko more often, is he just puts it through on the middle on the floor. Mason Clark, right-hand side, Coventry moving forward. It's been a while since they've come forward. Allen over to the right-hand side to Sakamoto. He's got Hayam on him and Kakache. Sakamoto still dancing around, bouncing around. Left, right. Kakache still on him, gets it out. So Hayam takes Kessler Hayden, and they're going to swing around for a switch. Nope, they're going to punch it through the middle of the pitch. And well done, sir. Woo! Ben Sheaf just picks a pocket, takes it away. More in support. Kakache now with it, looking for options. Hip check. You can't do that.
How do you put your finger up and wag it at the ref? Come on.
That's a textbook hip check slide. And what? Oh, it was more thigh. He got the thigh up too high. I thought that he perfectly rolled his hip in there and flipped him over his hip, but no, it was thigh.
It was an ass check.
A booty bump. Grimes to the left-hand side, pushed forward, disrupted momentarily. Was that Scar who stepped in there? I can't tell. Did he get a haircut? Or have we put essentially 4 in the back here? You know what? So far, knock on everything that's around you, is defensively they've looked like they've had answers, positionally and otherwise. If we can connect a little bit better through the midfield rather than just relying solely on the thump down the pitch, we'll have chances there. That's an egregious flop. He swung his leg around, clattered his leg into us, and that'll get blown down. No, it won't, because it landed on us. Complain about a blow in the face. I thought it was. Imagine going all the way over to an official to chirp at the official in the NFL, the NBA, or hockey. Like, why is that tolerated? And it worked for him.
This is
and he's still going. And he's still going. How much force is applied? That's soft, and hopefully that's the standard. Somewhat dangerous territory.
The standard to be that like that.
I don't want the standard to be like that, and I don't want the standard to be if I go and piss and moan to the official, I'm going to get a foul to go my way immediately thereafter. Like a soft call.
They have the talent to make it from here. That's the thing. You can't give that stupid shit.
No, I'm with you. Lee says he was looking for that. Of course he did. He was on his opposite side, went over, set the groundwork for it, raised the question to the official, and then asked him again by flopping whether he was going to do something about it. The referee obliges, and we're 22 yards out. And it misses.
That guy got it up. It was a goal.
Yeah, but good. Don't make me fight you, Deandra. No. I think that Algonquin would have been there if it would have come up and to the left. Deandra's like turning into my Red Horde wife. I'm getting chirped a lot. I'm getting the same sort of "you can't do that" that I get when I'm not on the Red Horde. Please let me have my sanctuary. Headed down, opportunity here. 3 red, 3 blue. Windus knocks it down, 18-yard box, looking for a cross all the way over, and it's right foot. Oh, it's stabbed in the air. The keeper with a left foot block and a beauty off of O'Brien. Windus smashes it off of 3 Coventry players. We're in the mix, but the insurance specialist, Thomas Asante. Clueworth tries to eke out a position. Did he lay off on that shot from O'Brien? Was that I'm going to spot it rather than I'm going to just thump it? Because it looked like he took something off of it, unless he just really has a bad right foot. No joke. Mason Clark is quick too. Kabori had him beat. Mason Clark came back, recovered, and stopped the corner. Kabori is going to take him on again. Go to the right. There it is. Crosses across. It's there. Moore not able to get to as it's headed away by Kessler. Hayden. I've never seen like a 5'4" center back or back, right back before. He's tiny. He's not 5'4", but he's tiny. Holy crap, it's coming. No, I think you're right. Although I don't think it's just limited to James. It might just be the midfielder who's further back, because I think I saw Sheaf slide into the back line once as well. Yes, there's effort. There's a bit of a press on the ball. Uh-oh. He was onside. Goal. Bad guys. He was onside. Was that Cleworth who just let him go?
No.
O'Brien? Whoever was on the left-hand side.
It's Cabore's guy, isn't it? Yeah. Runs right by Cabore.
Waits to be put onside. He's onside there because Scar's so far back, and Cabore just lets him go. Well, you got to give it to Sakamoto for delivering that right to him, and you got to give it for Mason for going, and that's unfortunate.
And half that goal is Cabore for just, I don't know, sightseeing.
Cabore's 5 yards back. Cabore. So I want to see this one from Sheaf or from O'Brien. Does he lay off on this?
No, he hits it pretty good.
He hit it pretty good. All right. It is a good goal. I can't take anything away from that.
Perfect pass. Great timing on the run. Shit defense by Cabore.
Just don't dress your kids as kites or paper airplanes and they should be okay. All right. Still fire. Cabore blasting down the right. Haven't seen him this spry in a while. Right-footed cross, headed away. There's still goals in this thing. Not cleared well. It's scooped up for more. Too far and collected. Sheaf not able to get it up over there. That just sucked right after you get 2 opportunities there. Arguably 3, not able to get it. Somebody needs to chain Mr. Nicely to the chair, please. Not allowed to leave. No blinking either. Yeah, don't. I think we're all blaming Cabore. Yeah.
Clockwork Orange.
Well, I just said, like, Cabore on his wing has been a class above everybody else on that possession. But Mason Clark, both defensively stopping down at least one of those crosses and then on that way, has schooled him twice. And I guess a little bit of adversity, not a bad thing. We're now running back to pick up Mason Clark as Sakamoto has it. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think that we've been the better squad, and I don't want to sit there and say, oh, well, we lost 3-1, but we were the better team at the end of this. But I'm comforted at least. I can be a fan of this. I can be a fan of effort. Is Mason Clark doing things again? Best winger we've seen all season, right? Mason Clark. Anybody disagree? Kid's on another level. Is he signed with them or is he a loanee? Oh, he's 26, so he'll be signed with them. And is that just his first goal of the year? The fuck? Must have had his Wheaties this morning.
Their set plays worry me.
Left foot out swinger. Going to be 8 yards apart. Headed up in the air. Ogonko went and got it, banged it out. It's going to be a corner the other way.
Steve's saying if O'Brien lifted the shot, it was in. I think he went through the legs of one of the defenders. So if he lifted it, he might have,
Not on the first one. On the second one, yes, he went through the legs.
Yeah, so if the ball was lifted, I think it gets blocked by one of the defenders. It would have been over the keeper, but it would never got to the keeper, I guess. So
left foot in swinger, 6 yards. Ooh, it was there, and that'll go out for another corner as Cleworth rejects it. I think that was Wolfenden. It's a great
minus all the corners they're getting. We're getting the better chances. We're just
danger. Turn it. Put forward. We're on the counter attack. It's laid up for more. See, look at, there's red jerseys, and that ball too far just rolls for Rushworth. Well done by O'Brien to get up there, scrambling around, left for Rushworth, and Coventry covers that well. But it's to the point. More effort from Wrexham so far than the whole of the last match, and I agree. I mean, the reality is offside given.
So see how comfortable Rushmore is with the ball and just that quick, hard pass, like instead of just lobbing it downfield to nobody, you know?
I'm with you. Daniel says totally different lineup, and well, half different lineup, I guess, or 4 regular starters. But the thing is if I'm sitting on the bench and I want to be in the starting 11 and I get an opportunity to take on Cardiff and you're going to give me a start, I'm not laying off. I'm busting my ass every chance that I get so that I can earn favor and get another shot. And that didn't happen then. This I can get behind. Yes, we're down 1-0. We've got chances. There's going to be goals in this thing. And just keep going forward.
Not enough people forward. Come on.
Windass all by himself in the box. Right foot drawn back. 4 or 5 blue jerseys in front of. He needed to find a way through the trees as he had both
There's
O'Brien.
Too many defenders. Not enough people coming forward. There was no options.
Well, I think the only person that you're potentially going to throw up there, other than O'Brien and Windass, is Sheaf, right? Or O'Brien and more in that instance.
How about the wing backs being a threat? Like Kakache's, is he playing?
I was complimenting him early. He's been silent for a while as he's sitting over on the left-hand side and expecting the ball here.
Yeah, is he sitting in the stands or is he on the field?
I think there's still some wing-back nervous trepidation on going too far forward. I mean, it didn't help that Kabore was in position and still let his man go. But defensively, our wing-backs have been closer to our back line than I recall. But, see, Daniel's feeling the same way. Can get behind this.
Thanks for the treat, Steve Barton.
Thanks, Steve. Trick or treat. Okay, we're getting outsung here bad. And in a game where you got to applaud the effort, I'd want a little bit more from the supporters. Like, I get it. We're down. It's 2 in a row that we've been behind. You got to reward the effort here by trying to fire up the lads. Mason Clark taking on Kabore. 10 yards out. Brings it back. Left foot crossbar post. Ogonkwo with the heavy thump. That was maybe the best punch he's had since he's joined Wrexham.
His punching has been a lot better. His aggressiveness.
Possible. I still think we're a mid-table team, but we'll see how it goes here. With we've had the tough run, the gauntlet, as you'll say, is taken on first, second, and third in the standings. And so I think hopefully we're able to nestle our way in and start to chisel things back before we refresh in November and we're sitting middle of the table. But the boys have not done themselves any favors yet, but they've got opportunities today, busting their hump here to pull this forward as Kabore slowly walking it forward. Red jerseys advancing. Windass in support, comes back. He maintains possession. O'Brien, Windass. Matty James steps up, but he opts for the Kakache. Keeps it in on the switch to the left side. Spin. Kasler Hayden defended him well. It's interesting. Their wingbacks, I would argue, are superior to ours. But their midfield, I'm not convinced on. And I think that we should be looking more towards the middle just as a response. It's not what we do, but it's where I think we might have a competitive advantage. Clueworth over right-hand side. Kabore. Far post. Too heavy, but it's saved by Kakache. Too heavy to get to more. Kakache. Bullet. Headed away. Going to be a throw-in for us. Come on. It's almost like we've got too much possession. Efficient, boys. Get after it. Sheaf. Back to Hyam. Matty James takes it from Windass. Matty James looking. He goes to Cleworth. He's going to look up the right-hand side. Doesn't see options through the middle. He's going to go to O'Brien. O'Brien. That's over to Sheaf. Foul in the back, and we'll set it down, and that's going to be 25 yards away. Too far out for a shot. I think you're looking for somebody's head here, yeah?
Yeah, it has to be. You're not scoring from there.
Gustavo agrees with me. Midfield's doing exceptionally well. It's just the wings. I just think that they've got between Sakamoto and Kessler Hayden and Mason Clark on the right side, Mason Clark on the left side. I just find their matchup superior at the moment. So it's Matty James. So we're looking for somebody's head. Moore is in an offside position at the moment, waiting to draw in or for everybody to step away and put him on contact. He's going to stab forward here in a moment. It's up over top. Oh, that was there for Hyam. Just over top, couldn't climb the ladder. And then Cleworth commits a foul. The thing is, ref, Max wouldn't hurt a fly, which is true. The quiet assassin on the back line.
Nice.
Look at that. How impressive was that? Hold off his man, get the boot around, and then advance it forward, clean up the garbage, and advance it to Moore. Opportunities. Not by much. I like the opportunity. I like the stab. Yeah, he just started just a little bit too soon. That's exactly it.
Good positive outlook, Gustavo.
I don't know. DeAndre's all caps all the time, and I don't understand why. Are we not? Well, Kabore moving out, stabbed, and it's going to be a throw-in for us. It's a crazy difference, right, Daniel? And it's hard to forget. And we do a good job, I guess, of forgetting, though, when we're moaning about our performance in a fourth-round EFL Cup match against a team that's below us in the pyramid, right? O'Brien, Hyam, Kabore. He's got some space. Right foot. Moore's there. Headed away by the center. Back down for Kakache. Whoa. That did look sexy. He just struck on the chest to foot to over the net. But watch the take down to his foot. Watch this take. Bang. Bam. Just missed it. Just underneath it. That would have been something. Oh, boy. Not chested down well at all. And over to Sakamoto. Spun over to the right-hand side. Kessler Hayden all the way up. He's taken on Hyam into the box. 9 yards away. Crossed. Drilled in and off of their own player. I think that was off of Sakamoto's shins. Woo! Dance job. Kakache runs out. Headed out, and we'll take a throw-in. I didn't say anything negative, did I? Other than incorporated into the... If you would have said to anybody, Cardiff, Swansea, Wrexham, that the team highest in the pyramid, as of at least we were ahead of Swansea before this game started, would be Wrexham back when they were toiling in the National League. I think everybody would have bet their house that that would not be the case. But here we are.
Yes, we're the only match, Deandra.
Yeah. Windass forward, taking on Kitching. Mason Clark, Cleworth had a good hold of the jersey. Did Cleworth danced inside? Does Mason Clark? I just pulled a Vancouver Canucks on that one. Well, I don't think anybody would have thought that. I think people would have thought they could get a hold of Newport County. I would have bet that money even on the old ownership potentially. Through the deck from Scar, and that was a nice little pass forward. It's going to be Sheaf on the long run. He's got Kabori to his right. Telegraphs that as he ran the whole 20 yards looking at Kabori, and there's the cross. 4 blue jerseys. You got to get that arc going because they're cheating 4 or 5 men close to the far or to the near post. You got to go far post, far post, far post. Dan Scar, Cleworth, Kabore. Right side, doesn't take Windass, gets stabbed away, but cleaned up by Matty James, allowing for Cleworth to get it. 6 minutes. Let's find one before the half, and we can walk in not just saying we had a good half, but we had a good half and we're tied and there's more. Let's go. O'Brien dancing through the midfield. Matty James with it now. Cleworth, Kabori to his right. Back to Matty James. He had 3 people taking away that pass, and we have to go through the middle as it's saved by Windass to O'Brien to James. Back to O'Brien. Left footer! Not enough on it. I just don't think the man's a shooter, despite his ability to just vacuum every ball up on his feet when he's running through the midfield. He just doesn't have that thwack with the boot. And Daniel, I said before the season started, I would take.
Oh, they flopped again. This is atrocious.
That's the. He was going down before the contact. Yeah, frustrating.
It would be nice if the referee could, at halftime, see the replays of his calls and realize that the Coventry's full of shit.
Yes. I like that in football. I wouldn't want it in a sport like baseball where you got balls and strikes because so much of it is just understanding what's being called. You know what I mean? For the balls.
Well, yeah, as long as you're getting consistency, everyone adjusts in baseball. That's a different thing.
Yeah. Why is that? I was going to say there was more in that one than there was in anything else.
No, but in sports where there are people foolish enough to think that faking is, admirable in the game, you should be looking to see how full of shit the other team has been.
I'm still shocked that at the minor sport level, for football over here, that with 4 and 5 and 6-year-olds, they're teaching them to flop. Call it an oil spill. Oh, sorry, lost the game because somebody's calling me. Go back to live, and I missed my. So I'm at 41-35 more. He should be onside there, and the first touch. It was difficult for him to get to. He had to jump in the air and try and draw it back to himself with an extended right foot, and he didn't get there. But he was onside, put onside by the left back Bidwell. Just can't pull that one back. There's opportunity aplenty. We just got to cash something in. And here we were supposed to be efficient. As O'Brien, 9 yards. He's got Windass looking for him. Stabbed away. We'll take a corner. No, it's still in play. Well done, actually, by them to advance that forward. Yes, go and do your thing. We'll be here to celebrate in your absence. Oh, turn and foul. Can he resave it? No, he can't. Mason Clark comes and says, thank you very much. And it's going to be 3 men piercing the other way. Oh, my God. And a card? Oh, he did get him. Yeah, he got him. He got him.
But a yellow?
Yeah, I got a yellow. He got him pretty good on the right leg.
Still feels super soft to me.
You're not talking about DeAndre in the bathroom, are you? No, that's
I obviously don't understand what's yellow card worthy. I thought you had to, be aggressive, come in from behind, or leave your leg out.
From behind. You're not allowed
breakaway.
Running behind somebody and getting into their legs from behind is a surefire way to get yourself a yellow.
Yeah, I thought he was close enough. Like, I didn't think it was directly from behind, but okay.
Dangerous territory, 24 yards out. Looking for the up and down, gets banged into the wall, and somebody's got to get a hit check as they took that off the schnoggin. Right, smash that into somebody. Was it Matty James?
Max.
Nope, Max Kluworth. Bullet to the right of the noggin.
Max has quite a beak. It must have hit that.
No, I think it was just above his ears. So their long throw specialist is apparently the one who's suspended. I believe that's either Thomas or Von Uick, but anyway, they go short here. Kabore interrupts it. Now it's a battle between Mason Clark and Kluworth. Well done. You get smashed in the head, and you end up forcing that all the way back the other way. Stay on him. Mason Clark through the middle, gets it out to Sakamoto, looking for the return, and it's not there. And now another foul. To be fair, I didn't see it. I just... Did he go through the back? I don't think he went through the back. I think it shouldn't be a card. That's just a foul. Thing is if Kakachi would have done the spinning into the ground, he would have been getting the foul. Another up and down. Wright's going to blast this one, I'm sure. I didn't see how much added time if they put it up yet, as we're past the 45-minute mark.
This is another dangerous spot. They have guys capable of making it. I don't think we do from that distance.
We can do 22 yards, 22 yards. This 24 starts to push the envelope a little bit. But this is going to be Thomas Asante up over top, looking to curl it. Doesn't come back down. Just a minute. Well, that should be all of it then. Ogonko will get this back underway and we'll be at the half. I am not disappointed with the effort. Yeah, the score sucks. It's 1-0. I feel positive about our opportunities on this, and I feel positive that the 11 guys on the pitch have been doing the damn job. Like this I can get behind. This isn't the Wednesday garbage. I will say this, and it might not go over well. The crowd is getting out-screamed by Coventry. Bad. Like it's a church right now at the Kairos. And I don't know if that's local frustration bubbling over. I don't know if it's just a Halloween night, but you think Halloween night, a little bit more fire in the brimstone, a desire to get the guys motivated given their past performance. Am I wrong there, Brendan? And what's your take on the first half?
No, I think we played well. I mean, truthfully, I think I'd give us maybe the edge. You know, it would be very, very close between the two teams. Mm-hmm. That again, most of their chances are on BS calls, a lot of flopping in corners. They're not making a lot of, you know, that was a perfect pass and cut by them for the goal. But other than that, they don't have a lot of good chances. We should have had far more good chances if our guys would take the shots. They can't hit these one-timers. Otherwise, we should probably have at least a goal. So, yeah, if we played like that in the second half, I think we should at least draw, if not pull ahead. So
yeah, we've got chances. I'm just saying, just a bad leftover mood or a hungover mood. Nobody wants to be screaming and yelling when you're dealing with the hangover. But I assume you got the stats up there, Brendan?
I will in a moment.
Absolutely, yes, Des. Or at least a level, right, Des? I mean, this is about as 50-50 as we've seen in a long time after one half. Literally 50-50 on possession. The XG, they're ahead by 0.4. What do they have? 0.15 more than us on the XG. Total shots, they have 10. We've got 3 on target to their 2. They've had a big chance that they missed. We would have had big chances and more shots if we would have taken some of the opportunities that were presented to us. You go through, what's interesting is our set play XG is higher than theirs. I wouldn't have thought that from what I've seen. On what play did we get our XG from? 0.41 off of our XG. I'm going through to find out what they could see. We'll figure that one out later. Just wanted to look at the passing stats because it didn't seem like it was that much of a passing game. Lots of ball at feet carrying the ball. And where are my passing stats? 166 to 175. So we're roughly at about our average for the season there, 350, or would be there just a little bit below, but not by much, still close. And then you dive to the key stat to me, touches in the box. 12-9, we're ahead there. So we're in and around it. We've got opportunities. I still feel hopeful.
Twix is saying the influence of foreign players. That's what I thought. I thought the English Football League was the reason why you didn't see, you know, South American players and different players is because it was a big, tough, physical league, you know, and that they were allowed to knock each other around. And ever since we've been in the championship, I see a lot of soft flopping and not what I was expecting, you know? So, yeah, it makes sense that this is, you know, adapted to let a lot of other players into the league that with a different style.
There's a lot of optimism tonight. Are you reading the comments? You've got Amos, and I don't disagree with it. Every match we watched in the championship, the opposing teams always score more than one goal in the first half, and at the end of the match, most teams lose or draw, but very few win by more than one, and lots of draws are available. If Wrexham can play a full 45 minutes and not fade away, they could get something out of this, and this is what I feel like is there's something there, and yeah, we just need to finish better, and only 12 to 13 games in so far.
Travis is saying this effort would beat a lot of teams. Yep.
It's like we're there, god damn it, we're there. We just lucky bounce, figure it out. I want my hat trick. I want my Oj Aliasim win to make the ATP finals, potentially still up in the air, but we'll see. But he got his win. I want Wrexham to win, and I want the Blue Jays to win tonight. Put it to bed, and I will be unavailable tomorrow because I will be hungover as all hell on both alcohol and chocolate bars, and that's it. I can't watch Serie A. I can't watch Serie A, and I can't watch. What's interesting to me is you look at Common Ball in comparison to the CONCACAF. Like the CONCACAF is the violent football, and I'm talking at the national team level, not so much the MLS or the Mexican leagues, but when you get into those games down in Nicaragua and Honduras and Panama and Suriname and those games, not only do you have to deal with the food poisoning attempts and the fans outside the stand, outside the hotel room making noise, but on the pitch, it's violent. There's and I'm not saying you want to get to the point where it takes away from the game, but what I want to end up happening is take away this encouragement of flopping and give the foul the other way. It doesn't have to be a card for simulation, but just end up being like, it might have been a foul, but you flopping on the ground is too much. Point the other way. And you send the message that if you're going to go down, you better be hurt. Back in the 80s, the first 10 minutes of every game was an all-out battle. Refs would just let it fly. You had to dominate physically and impose your strength before you could start playing footy. Yeah, set the tone, right? And I didn't watch as much, and I'm going to say soccer because that's what it was for me back in the 80s. I didn't watch hardly any soccer back in the 80s. It wasn't available to us on TV. But when you did watch, it was very similar to that CONCACAF national team style of just smash, physical, aggressive. And when did it turn? In the 90s, as far as I recognize it, but I'm sure it started to turn earlier than that with just, if you flopped, you got the call. What are the fouls? We haven't looked at them. Fouls. 5-5. So you can't necessarily say it's been dramatically one side over the other, but it's frustrating all the same. Just going to check something here. The Butte Energy Cup starts for you guys on Sunday, right? Got to get that message out there. And I got a message I wanted to pull off of there. So that Wrexham playing on, and I gotta get it wrong. Ladundo. Do you think Mullen deserves the opportunity to prove he can lead the team at least through the playoffs? No. I love Paul Mullen, and he deserves a trophy and all the credit he that you can shower upon him. But he came back. He was healthy. He played at the level last year, and he didn't get it done. There's no reason for me to think that something's going to change. Have I been following him in Wigan? Not really, but let's just have a look at it and see how he's doing. I know that he's gotten a couple of goals. But
no, he's not been playing a ton. Been coming in late for only a few minutes, 8 minutes here. Yeah.
And so he's had 6 starts. He's averaging we got 534 minutes, and he's got 3 goals. So, Wigan's is a solid League One squad. Sitting 17th. 13th in the league, 17 points, and he's off the bench for them, and we want to bring him up here. I can't. I have no justification for it. My heart would love it, but what is that song? My body says no, but my heart says whatever it is.
Yeah, I'll admit to being a homer, right? Like I'll want to see that we didn't foul when we probably did, or that it wasn't a foul when we probably fouled them, but I got to tell you, it was tough the last 2 years when Paul Mullen was playing. He was relying on trying to draw BS fouls because he couldn't make anything happen.
Yeah.
He was incapable of beating people or gathering the ball. So
he just went to ground.
And there were too many opportunities that he might have been able to do something, but instead he had already made up his mind that he was going to try to draw a call. And I just don't have any respect for that. And it was tough to watch. So
that's a random comment. Deandra, oh my God, please leave Christina Aguilera alone. Were you meaning to post somewhere else?
You must have done some Christina lyrics.
No, it's a guy. I'm gonna have to look up the song and figure that all out. I don't know what it is. Yeah, because I can't even remember enough of the lyrics. I just know what song. Anyway. Ollie Palmer would have been a better shout as a backup for more potentially. Scottish Viking, Jesus, I just would have loved it. I still think he had the quality to come in. He wouldn't have been as amazing as he was last year, but I still think him coming in for more would have been a better option than Palmer, and still an effective option at this level. So I was a little sad and frustrated there on that front. But no, it's an R&B singer. I'm going to see if I can find it. R. Kelly, Bump and Grind. My mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. That one. Although I sang it horribly and I can't remember all of it, but whatever. But that's what it was. My heart is telling me yes, but my mind is telling me no on Mullen.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. So.
I don't see anything wrong with a little bump and grind. Speaking of bump and grind, my wife, in the Discord or in the chat up at the top is the pin. Run over there, give her subscribe button a little bump and grind, and then come back here and smash that like button and give it a little bit of the bump and grind. And now I feel like I have to pull up the lyrics and see how many lyrics I can fit into to this broadcast, this watch along. There you go. I've got a couple in my head, so I will. I'm just going to go to some of these and see if I can incorporate them as it was going through. Ew. Sorry.
Deanne, what do you think of the? Is it the 12-part song by R. Kelly? Was it In the Closet or something?
This half has gone to absolute hell. I love it. What I might have to do, Brendan, is hand over the keys just so I can go downstairs. Middle-aged men. Oh, and I want to read this from Twix, and then I'll go downstairs just for 1 minute, just to run down and run back up. It turned at the 1990 World Cup. The tackle from behind was outlawed, and an immediate yellow card was shown. The change was due to all the injuries inflicted. Wow, curse them for thinking about the health of the people playing the sport. But I think, yeah, it did step over. That's about the timeline. I didn't realize the reason why, so I appreciate that, Twix, from you. And I will be back in 30 seconds or so.
All right, sure. Twix, back when I played when I was a younger kid, obviously before 1990, the slide tackle, you would just absolutely obliterate guys, take them out, and the whole thing was if you can get a piece of the ball before you clear the guy out, then you're good. And you could absolutely ruin a guy, and it was fine, and that's what was taught. So I've had a hard time kind of reacquainting myself to football rules, knowing that they call it. And plenty of times I see a guy slide in, kick the ball away, and then the player runs by, trips over the defender who's knocked the ball away, and they call it on him, which just doesn't jive with the way I learned, although they've absolutely ruined the game of basketball in the U.S. now. So that's even more atrocious than is all the flopping going on in this game. So.
Would we get a copyright ban if we pulled up the YouTube video for Bump and Grind and played that drill? We're back, players on the pitch, so we'll get underway here shortly. Wrexham from right to left towards the tech end. Let's get into it. Let's do something earlier. Maybe I should do ET lyrics. I wish there was a better way to stick my finger in there so I could do the ET phone home thing with this.
That finger is a little red. It spent too much time touching in the box.
Oh, no. We're going to redo the kick. I'm just going to continue on. And away we run. I got to put this back the other way. I ogre Brendan.
Well, that's not very nice. I'm not that ugly.
Is that a
I'm
typo of
presuming that's
adore?
agree, and it was spell check, but yes.
I thought it was a spell check on the word adore.
Yeah, I adore Brendan. That's good. I'll go with that one.
Yeah. Kabore wins a battle with Mason Clark and ekes out a throw-in. Everybody's begging for goals. Let's do things. Get us off topic here. Cleworth. Can't get it to Kabore. Mason Clark. Kabore nicks it back. Throw in to the bad guys. I hear Wrexham fans this half. Throw in Coventry. 22 yards away from goal. Draws it back. No subs at the half. I didn't confirm anything, but I gotta get these off. Jeepers creepers. Halloween is just uncomfortable. What's up with that? When I was a kid, Des, and I've said this before, but I don't know if you've heard it, in the middle of the country, you could play soccer, football on the coast. Ontario, the Maritimes, BC had, soccer would develop there. But in the prairie provinces, you weren't allowed to. You weren't a boy if you played soccer. But in the middle of winter, when it was 40 below, then you could play snooker, and you'd play out in the cold with 40 below. And if you've ever headed or tried to head a ball that's been frozen in minus 40, oh my God, Sakamoto, that is absolute horse shit. Watch this acting work from him as he grabs on in this performance. This level of flop is a dream. Watch this. He goes down the right-hand side, and he's grabbing, like, come on. Look at the performance here. You're telling me that got him this step? That bullshit. He got tugged on, and then he just went straight wibble wobble. Have you ever seen those car wash guys? That's what this was from Sakamoto. Piece of shit. I don't get that angry at too many people for the flops, but when you put on a performance like that and you get it out, fuck. And in hockey, you do that, you're eating a fist, and you're allowed to. You might get 5 minutes with the other guy in the box that you fight with, but you just walk over and bring it up childhood PSD, nothing like frozen balls to a frozen face to prove you're a man. That's what it was. And you'd hear, as soon as you heard the word snooker recess, you'd just be like, oh God, no. But you had to show up. Windass is down. Not a good enough performance. Score it then. Chief O'Brien playing catch out to Kabore, right-hand side. Into the box comes Kabore, taking on two. Stabbed across, put away. Stabbed back over to Kabore, still on the edge of the area. He gets it out to Cleworth and recycles. Cleworth dancing towards the middle, left foot in. Ooh, Cleworth didn't miss by much. Now, I want to go back to see the injury on Windass here. Cleworth didn't miss that by much. That had some thumper to it. Oof. And if that was on target, that certainly would have asked questions. Oh. Maximilian? That was closer than I thought on the, live. That Moore lost the ball, pushed it too far forward on the turn and just gave it away to Coventry, and here they come on the left-hand side. Can't really fault him for it. Doesn't necessarily know that guy's behind him on his left shoulder coming back the other way. That's a crossbar post. Too heavy, and we're lucky there. Wolfened into Can I just call? I was going to call him the B word for the rest of the game. Is that all right? Putts.
Would really love to see the people that interview them go, how do you live with yourself? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you flop all the time. Are you proud of yourself? Like that, those are the questions that should be asked.
If the shirt grab would have pulled him down, or he went down as a consequence of it, we got opportunity here, both on side. Kakache ticks on his man. Oh my god!
Look at this. They're bear hugging more.
Call it. Holy fuck. Well done on Kabore to at least come back.
Well, after letting a guy run past him.
But do you know how Sakamoto fought through those touches? He gets grabbed, he gets held, he has an opportunity to make a flop, but doesn't take it. Why? Because he's got the opportunity to advance it forward on a breakout. It's fortuitous. It's smart. I got to give it to him. Like as a footballer and the strategy, it certainly freaking works. But that was next level performance on that Kakache foul. Let's get back into it. Refocus. They're a bunch of pricks. Sakamoto's a putz. The referee had an opportunity to send a message there on Moore, but I guess because he's in the box, you're not going to call it there. We've been outplaying them, Em. They hit us with a really nice goal and a mistake by Kabore. And O'Brien back to Kakache, lets it go through his legs. And now Moore and Catching are sitting there nose to nose. And this is what the referee does if you lose control. You don't call it. You let it go, and then the guys are going to solve the problem themselves. And I'm all for solving the problems themselves as long as you have the avenue for it. Well, yeah, that's a benefit for them.
How do they allow another guy to come over? They just let some other guy come over and get in the mix. Talking to the
Yellow
ref.
cards, one each. See, on that last one, Gustavo, he was in the right position. I want to see this on the replay. I'm just looking for more. There's the hold, there's the hold, there's the hold, there's the hold, there's the hold. Moore puts his arm over his shoulder. He's holding on to him a little bit.
He gets bear hugged, though. He can't throw the guy off him. Wow, you should have dropped on him elbow first to his face.
After the initial contact, there was a much 50-50 of them holding each other as the pass there doesn't go through, but O'Brien collects it and saves it, gets it up to Windass, left-hand side, pot one here. And that's going to go for a goal kick.
Bless you.
Thank you. Well, there's some emotion in this one now. I hate these assholes. I don't think we've played a team that's this collectively cheap.
This isn't the first game they've done this. I watched them early in the season do this shit. I was surprised they were having such a good run of goal scoring with all the flopping they do, but I guess they probably got a lot of free shots. So
Kakache with the opportunity there just missed that over the head and would have had Windass running onto the ball. Damn. Oh, the fans have woken up, and you have to. And get after it, Kakache.
Look at that. The keeper's able to drill one out and hit that little 3-foot tall wing.
Putts. That's Sakamoto. He shall not be known as Sakamoto. He's adopted the moniker Putz. Granted only in the history of this channel to one other player, Jody Jones of Notts County. Kessler Hayden, nice little back pass there, getting it to Wolfenden, who puts it forward, headed. Kakache, Moore. Reset and refocus on a bad back pass, though. Well done to get that away from right, and Scar's going to get it. Hyam had to do some work there. Nice little touch pass from Kabore, but tackled well, and we're collecting the ball and going to go on a switch to the other side. Kakache, 45 yards out with lots of space to run forward. Looking across, too heavy. Can it get cleared up by Kabore? No. Sheaf? No. And it's this Mason Clark kid. He's a vacuum and he's fast. And don't be. I thought he's going to get a second yellow there for running into his back. And it's up to right. Left footer just misses long. This is the loudest maybe the fans have been all season. Now they went from silent, unless they turn the gains up on the microphone. I have to ask somebody, Welsh Techie or otherwise, later on. I can't call that foul, even though he got into his ankles. It would have been a nothing play, and even though it wasn't his ankles, and I don't like the fouls where they're given when there was nothing that could have. Didn't really. I thought he actually got into his ankles, but he didn't. But if the play is going to result in nothing, it's like that penalty call when the ball's in the corner and is rolling out of play, and there's a foul in the box, so you give the penalty kick, and you're like, "What the?" There was no way there was going to be a goal scoring opportunity. So why are we giving that? Kessler Hayden, 9 yards, curling back 18 yards, draws it all the way back to 25 yards out, and it's going to be Grimes back to him. He's got Kakache on him, stabbed forward to the Putz. Back to Kessler Hayden. Moore stepping in defensively, hits the ground. Referee says no, thank you very much. Headed forward, opportunity here. Are we faster than Wolfenden? One side too heavy on the touch. Come on, O'Brien. I love the effort. I have to give it to him for nonstop, constant effort, but it's just letting down with one touch or a choice not to pass. Kabore with it. Drawn back for Windass and just misses on the pass. We are around it. We are in it. We have opportunities, and I want it. Another flop there and drawn back. And now the referee, not maybe into it so much, reading it. There's one team hitting the deck. I don't know. We'll see. But out to Kakache, left-hand side, running towards the box. 18-yard box, takes on his man. Ooh, almost lost it to the Putz, but draws it back. Curl, turn, Moore, Sheaf trying to bang it off of Moore. And Moore's like, I'm not a pylon. It's one of those things, glass half full or glass half empty. He has absolutely botched about half a dozen opportunities inside the box, but he's busted his ass and worked so hard and had great play through the rest of the pitch to open up those opportunities. But that heavy touch, the effort is there. The effort is there. This is what we wanted on Wednesday. We got the exact, we are Jekyll and we are Hyde. And right now we are on as we're into the box. Opportunity! Scores! Flag up, flag down. Flag up, flag down. We're good to go! Kiefer Moore on a beautiful pass with the left foot. Deflects it in on a sliding shot. Put it up on the board, baby. It's 1-1. Hard work gets rewarded. I say it to my toddlers all the time. You do good things happen. Do bad things, I kick your ass. Woo! I was waiting. I didn't want to get too excited because it was close to being offside. Kessler Hayden. Kabore has it. Gives it up to Windass. Moore was off at that point, and he's put on right there.
Hell of a pass by Windass.
It is razor thin.
Look at that.
Razor thin. Gorgeous pass. And off of the right foot on the outside to just make sure you get it on net. This is football. I can't get to that one. The chat's going nuts too. I love that. Can I use that in school? Yeah. Absolutely. The one that my son always repeats that I said one time, and as soon as I said it, I was like, that's my mother speaking, was, I will tell you once, I might tell you a second time, I will not tell you a third. And now he repeats that back to me all the time. Oh, you told me one time. I did. So nice little move there. Keep that in, bang it off of him. Oh, no. I thought that stayed on, but all right. Sheaf dancing along the line. Hi, Denise. You've been missing chaos. Absolute gorgeous, frustrating, beautiful, holy hell chaos in this one. It's been fun. It's been fun. The referee's a bit of a unique character. The Sakamoto is a putz. Kipling's a tit. And here comes the putz, 18 yards out. He did did have a gorgeous assist, and he's going to bang that one off of Hyman. It's going to go out for a corner. That's a statement, Giselle. I really don't like these guys. I think I dislike them more than Birmingham. Birmingham fans, not all of them, but as a general collection, annoying. And I don't know enough about the Coventry fans to be able to make an opinion. But as to team, these guys rank right up there. Rank right up there. Grimes, left foot, drilled into the box, cleared away. Don't let the counter punch land. Don't let the counter punch land. Uh-oh. That was one of those nervy ones where Ogonko could have come out and collected or punched, and instead he retreated. And now we've got a 2-on-1. Windass, can he get there? No. There's probably 3 more goals in this thing. Like, let's just be honest. There's Matty James, gorgeous tackle there. Pulling that off of Grimes, who looked like a center back Bambi with legs running forward for the first time in his career. Come on, Wrexham. The fans are in it. Kessler Hayden, 35, up to the putts. The putts, back to Kessler Hayden. Wolfenden. Way past their due. Bryn's got the prediction right. We're feeling it. And the effort is there. After you've seen Stoke City and you saw Cardiff City and you're wondering what the hell is going on with us, give them a card for simulation. You shall now be bequeathed and heretofore known as the donkey. Windass loses it. Doesn't pick up a foul. And Matty James stabs that away with a tackle. Whoo, there is some sexy stuff happening on this pitch. Kabore running on his man. 9 yards out. Crosses there. We'll take a corner. Come on, lads. Set piece gorgeousness. Let's get it. I want to see Moore score this right on top of Kitching's head. Right, left-footed in swinger. Matty James delivering it. It's way too heavy. That wasn't Matty James. Sorry, that was Mr. O'Brien. Frustrating, frustrating. You know what? After being in Wickham for that game, I will not, DeAndre says, I hope both fans and players can maintain this insanity. I will not ever question Wrexham fans' stamina. Sometimes they might take a little while to crank up the engine like they did. They were quiet in the first half. 65th minute, subs coming in. They're not ours. They're Coventry's. Hyam stabbing it down, forward for more, flicked on to Windass. Ooh, just behind him, and he couldn't get his back heel on it to try and get him to himself. Yeah, I think you're right, Deandra. We are here to sing their glory. With a dog coming, Wrexham. Switch. Putts with it, 35 yards away. Moved forward. Kessler Hayden slides over. He draws it back to the putts, who's 22 yards away. He's looking into the middle of the box. Nothing there. Fakes one with the left. Trying to dance on Kakache, and he enters it center of the box. Awkward ball to come in and try and take. And we end up giving it away. Kakache, you got to do better than that. Lift it up and over. Carry the ball or find an outlet. Is that going to squirt all the way for interesting call? Kakache tried to go around his left shoulder there. Was getting boxed out, so he went for him, and Asante leaned just a little tiny bit. Kakache took the opportunity to go to ground, and we maybe get rewarded with a flop there. Thomas Asante coming off. And right. .100 league appearances for him. 2 goals so far this year. Wright, who has 8, doesn't get one. Thomas Asante, who's got 9, doesn't get one. I'll take that. You take your 2 leading scorers out. Torp's not in. That leaves not a lot of finish. And I didn't jinx it. Is that a sign that Coventry's comfortable taking a point away from this one? As Kabori grabs it, and he's busting down the right side. Long advanced forward ball. Crosses there. Windass blocks it. Throw or throw. Right from the next to the corner flag. Somebody's going back to work. Denise, have a good one. Kabore into Windass. Back to Kabore, but not hard enough. But Kluworth cleans it up. Kabore stabs to Windass. Edge of the area. Far post. Kiefer Moore's there. Headed scores! Own goal! Target for Kiefer Moore. I don't think that hit him. I think that's an own goal. If it is to Kiefer Moore, then all the more credit to you. As that came in, playing catch in the back, and we're up 2-1 against Coventry. You beauties. Let's go. And their best scorers are sitting on the bench now. Did Kiefer get to that? Brendan?
Doesn't matter. 2-1. Who cares?
Who cares? 2-1. I don't want to take it away from the man. I would love if that was Kipling who put that in. Or Kitching, sorry. Oh, it did get to more. It did get to more. Wolfenden on only a second start completely stuffs that, has position. And what
hell of a shot.
That's a hell of a pass and a hell of a header.
Is that another Windass to Moore?
Yes. Who gives AF? Exactly.
I'd like to say that I used the luck gift twice, and we've got 2 goals. That's all. That might be our magic this year.
Steve, thank you for the celebration. Appreciate it. You're nuts, but I love you. Keep up the bump and grind. I don't see nothing wrong with the bump and grind. Just for Deandra, I'm going to be listening to that song on replay, and I'm going to be incorporating lyrical gems from it constantly.
I've been incorporating some gifts that I'm sure you're going to enjoy.
You know what? And credit for Kiefer Moore for seeing that and staying with it, because so often when you're the man who's on the outside, on the off shoulder, You end up just assuming the defender is going to be able to make a play. And he doesn't. Turnover. And we've got it. Let's go.
It wasn't an own goal, Daniel.
Not an own goal, Daniel. It was actually just a bad defensive play and a complete whiff by Wolfenden, and Moore with enough attention on the ball, able to get his head on it, and it's gorgeous. 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 Deandra. Sorry. No shell. Keep the press on. Score 3. Make it 4. Announcement game statement. Yeah, turnover there. Sheaf coughs it up. Advanced forward into the area. Header up over top. The substitute, Sims.
Catch the damn ball. Don't do that.
Or did you mute on that one? You had a pause. More, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it?
How's that not a yellow? Why does he get away with that bullshit from behind?
The sheepish look over the left shoulder. Oh, he did get a yellow card for Mason Clark. Wow. Our best performance since the 70s team, my opinion. That's obviously, I can't compare it, and I have to take your wisdom on that one, Des.
I think that's probably, we've looked better, but not against this type of competition. So I think it's against this quality, this is the best against this good a quality. Yeah.
The effort is unquestionable. More subs for Coventry.
Yeah, they're trying to disrupt the momentum. Smart coach.
Land of my fathers, Cleworth stabs the ball away. Well done, sir. Gets to the ball between the legs of Mason Clark. Gets cleaned up, and then Ogonquo to the rescue.
Hey, I got to give him credit. He's never out that far. And he came and got it. Nice.
More hat trick, and I'll wear whatever you want for the stream next. I did say that I'd wear the ET costume until we drop points. And I'm sweating in this thing, by the way. Dobson coming in.
Okay, just no late bullshit fouls, please.
Hey, Deandre's getting into it. It's not the end of days. It's just a little bump and grind. Coventry captain taking a stroll. And for them, they're bringing in De Silva, a defender, and one of their frequent defenders, if I recall correctly. Oh, he was supposed to be out with a medical, and that's why he gave way to Bidwell. But he's a regular feature for them. And the other one, who was the other one I missed? I missed who else they brought in. They got to do something. Thrown in. See, I like this. Put the pressure on the ball, and we get the throw in. Gorgeous. Disrupt. Don't let them come at you. Disrupt.
Yeah, stay aggressive.
Until the line gets so high that it goes over top, and we're like, why with a 1-goal lead was the line so high? They just pushed it over top, and we can't get back fast enough. Oh, I want to know who the fans are screaming at is shit. Tyrant. Lampard looks like he's seen a ghost and a zombie and a vampire, and it's just the crowd. Giveaway there. Lots of blue jerseys coming forward, red streaming back. Dobson going back, Clue with it. Pick up the man in the middle. Okay, steps out. Laid out, 21 yards. It's opportunity there. Grimes to De Silva. Flipped up. Far post. Putz is there. Headed, but into the backside of Kakache and cleared. Back into the box. Uh-oh. Putz is there. We get a free kick. That was a late call.
Yeah, forearm to the back of the head, right?
Yeah. But why would he let that play and settle? God, I for whatever criticisms I had of the fans in the first half, I take it all back because they are at full voice right now. See, wouldn't we like to have? I'd like to get. I would have brought two in on the sub bench, and Windass, he's got partnership with Moore, and they've been owning it. But I wouldn't mind a Hardy running. Is Hardy even on the bench? But somebody to come in just to give us a little bit more legs up front. Matty James, could we come brought somebody in for him potentially?
It's hard to take Windass out when he's pinpoint like he is today.
And he's still, the effort's still there because he just eked out another mistake. And
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know you probably want to think Broadhead will make a difference, but
call the game play. And I don't mind this if this is not just because it's late, but it's managing the game that's before you and you're watching the players and you're like, this is, Sheaf had to come out. He had a yellow. Windass, heavy touch, couldn't get through that one. Moore a little heavy in the challenge. '77th minute, Cabore stepping out. De Silva, Mason Clark dancing on Cleworth, and they're going to get a corner as that smashed off of Cleworth. Daniel, I hope that we don't say the L word. It's like saying clean sheet or shutout.
You just said both.
But it's not a clean sheet or a shutout, so it doesn't apply. Right-footed in swinger from the left side. It's a good delivery. Skipped across, but it was in that dangerous territory. And well done for O'Brien to go out and keep it in, and he's going to thump it down the pitch. Tried to find more, missed him. Scooped over top. And Coventry with it. Don't do this shell thing. Kessler Hayden. No, that's Mason Clark. Left-hand side. Draws it back. It's into the area. Scooped up. It's there for Kakache. Couldn't get enough on it, and it's collected by Putz. Putz, 20 yards out.
Thinking about how he can fall over.
Yeah. How's he going to hit the ground here as soon as he gets into the box? Left foot, swinger, flat, and easily cleared. Moore up in the air. Gets his head on it, but puts it back thinking he can find a red jersey, and none coming out. And Matty James rescues the day. He's had a couple of good open field tackles or running up clearance of the ball, and that was a good collect for him as he gets it up to Cabore. We got red jerseys up forward. Cabore runs on the inside, goes around his man. That's a foul.
They never give it to
Cabore. No, he was around him on the contact. That wasn't a flop. That was a push that influenced his capacity to stay on his own 2 feet. Up forward, Sims curls on high. I'm out, 19 yards out, stabbed over to Putz on the right-hand side. He's 10 yards out, dancing on Kakache, leaves it for a layover, scooped up over, and goal kick. We'll take it. Play the replay. Play the replay. Here comes the replay. He beats him on the inside like a rented mule. Gets around him, and he got his ankles.
He hits his legs. He hits his legs.
He got his ankles. He got his ankles. Like, how is that any worse than that? Was softer than the one that we had. Who got that one where we were? Was it Sheaf coming back and got the yellow card for it? Sheaf came back and got into his ankles from behind. And the ref said, yeah, that's a yellow. Here, he gets into his ankles while running behind after being beat.
Yeah, except Cabore would have been in by himself for a goal opportunity, and there was a Wrexham defender in front of Sheaf's guy. So, like, not even as bad.
Like, somebody's got to go and grab those side by side and say which one is the yellow card. It don't matter. we're still taking it home. But these cheating bastards, well, I guess they're not cheating if they're getting away with it. And if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Well done, O'Brien. Doing what he does in the midfield, right? Gets it up to Kabore. Beat him again. Beat him again. Stabbed forward and too heavy and too close to goal. Like when you can take De Silva, who's a regular starter, and you can abuse him like that, then go after him. Putts with it on Kakache. Draws it back to Kessler Hayden. Putts 35 yards out. Curls in the middle. Kakache goes and grabs him, and of course he hits the ground. That I'll actually say was a foul. Can't say it wasn't, but of course you know that Putts is going to go to the ground immediately. As soon as he felt the hand touch his shoulder, he was like, and that's my cue. That's what I'm saying. Obvious goal scoring opportunity into his ankles, running at him from behind. It's not just a foul. It's at minimum a yellow. Oh, so this one's going to be put under the left to the area to the right of Ogonkwo. Everyone's lined up on the outside of the box. Right-footed, drilled, heavy, curling now, and it's right into the breadbasket for Ogonkwo. Thank you. There it is. Deandra finds the Putts logo that we made for Jody Jones back in the day. Way back. On the deck, through forward to O'Brien, through the midfield. Still maintaining the ball. Reach and grab, fights through it. Kakache, open space. Windass in the middle. Mamor coming up. Oh, I thought Moore was going to come up a little late to the party. I just assumed, to be fair. I expected him to come in and be picking that up at the 18-yard box. Sakamoto doesn't get touched, but he still goes down. Putts. He was going down. More! Do it! Score! Kiefer Moore! Hat trick on a gorgeous pass, and you saw it coming. Woo! What a day! What a day for club, for the men on the 11, for Parkey with picking the right numbers, and for Kiefer Moore for doing the damn thing. Get in! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
So one of the things that I sometimes say about Kiefer Moore is that he's great when you're trying to get him the ball high for headers, but every time they try to lead him, he never can get to it. And he's got to it multiple times today, obviously. So fair play.
What I love from that is that was Putts. That was Putts flopping and not getting a call. He's flopped the entire damn game, has Sakamoto. A weak little touch, and he gets stumbled. And the problem with that one is his act. He decided, I'm going to start acting, and there wasn't a corresponding touch. And so he's already off kilter because he's flopping. And we turn it the other way. Windass with another pass through. You might have missed that one. I don't know if you caught it or not. And then Kiefer Moore with time, space, opportunity, and like you said, through ball on the ground, and he finds a way to put it home. With his feet, with his head. It is a gorgeous evening. Happy Halloween. Oh! Wolfenden just over the back. It's got to be a yellow at least.
Need him in the head. Yeah, he got his hat trick. Get him out of the game. Oh, yeah. They're taking Windass out because of the you got to get him out so that he doesn't get a second yellow. Yeah, get more out of there.
One more window left, so we're probably going to wait 3 minutes more. I want to know what Sam Smith just said to Moore to make him laugh there. Sam Smith for Windass was the only change. Kiefer wants more. Kiefer what? Ole ole? Kiefer again. Kiefer again. Ole, ole. Let's see this one home, but soon enough. There's a time and a place, Bryn. There's a time and a place. Ojai Aliasim likely into the ATP finals with his win earlier. Wrexham likely finishing this one off. They're going to, let's do it. And then the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. I think that Brendan and I saw this coming, Daniel. Didn't we both say? We felt relatively optimistic about this one, that we expected that the guys were going to come out. Well done on Moore for not trying to go for that ball on the yellow card. Gave up possession a little bit, but here comes Putz. How does he hit the ground this time? Well, he doesn't. He lays off. Into the front of the area, 20 yards out, punched forward, looking for an option, and well defended and cleared away. Kiefer Moore can't get his head to it. Sam Smith on the chase. He's not going to get to it. O'Brien's up there. I like the fact that we got 3 red kid up digging to try and free it all up. Giselle's getting worried. Shush your faces, she says. Right foot into the area. And not enough on the head. Nogonko with an easy save. I tried to put adverbs on it. I did. I put adverbs out. Likely, relatively, potentially. Oh. Oh, they pass it to Kiefer Moore. Looking for Sam Smith. Pick up an apple. Get a Smith. Oh, he has a crack looking for 4. Can't knock him for that one. When you got 3 and you're hungry for it, get it. Take the chance if you have it. And Jason becomes a functional alcoholic for the benefit of Wrexham. To be fair, that's just basically a Wrexham fan. Oh, was that a groan on my joke?
No. What was that?
Matty James not able to get there. Scores. Putz. There's life in this thing yet. Hold on. Knock on all the wood. Of course. How many extra minutes do we got? 4? 5? We haven't really had injuries. We had O'Brien took a head knock and had a brief moment. We got subs coming at some point in time here. We've got one more window left. Dobson, get there. Dobson, get there. Dobson, get done. I say again, and I said this before, Arthur Ogonkwo, you don't have any yellow cards this year. None. You're not paid less if you take a couple of yellow, or at least one, don't take 2, if you take a yellow card here. So we should be taking our sweet ass time. And the chat goes quiet. Matty James does look tired. He's been really good defensively, though. Why did he play that? You really think that wasn't going to go out? And Kakache bosses the Putz offside. Not given. So we're going to run to the corner. Sam Smith. All right. Brought back. Matty James up forward to Kakache. He's dancing through the middle. The defender loses his feet, but regains it back. Kessler Hayden went down and got back up. Curled over, but Kiefer Moore steps in front of the ball. Hand it over. It's a scramble in the corner. Not sure if it was going to be goal kick or corner, so it's thumped down and get there, Dobson. Kluwerth all the way forward. Gets it over. And Hyam stabbing it down. Had it out, and we'll get a throw. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Just Thomason coming in for probably Matty James, I'm assuming. Yeah, well done. Well done. Good, solid defensive game. by the old dog, the outlaw. You need like a pew pew gif for Matty James. Five minutes of added time. Is that what we're looking at? I haven't seen it come up on the board yet, but it sounds right to me. Headed back. O'Brien knocks it out. Throw in for... Max Kluwerth over on the other opposite side to get to that one in front of Kessler Hayden, and then just thumps it out. Throw in here. Putts looking to take it. James out. James has 4 lungs. Thrown in. Putts on the run.
Thank you, Chaim.
Chaim laying it down. And the putts goes into the hoarding. There's real danger of me being locked in my office. Better than being fired for screaming and yelling. 5 minutes of added time. We're a minute and a half through it. Let's go. Dave Foster finds the bot. He didn't clean his cleats enough. Oh, flicked on to Kiefer Moore. Nice little job from Sam Smith on that one. Long distance. Sam Smith searching, decides just to keep it back, draws it back. Thomason, he's got Kakache running forward. He's going to play it over, far left side. Chaim. Kakache. Back to Chaim. All the way back to Scar. Scar, he's going to return. Right foot. Looking for Sam Smith. He gets his head on it. Dobson can't get there. Oh, a little bit too much holding of his hand. Sam Smith trying to borderline his way to a yellow card. And the chase is on. Kabore knocks it out, forces him to take in another throw in. 10 seconds to come off the clock. They got to go backwards instead of going forwards. Always a good sign. Holy moly, my heart. And I got to do this again in a couple of hours. De Silva, crossed. Sakamoto heads it down. Cleared time, Thomason, time. And thumped on a long clear for Kiefer Moore. Rushworth all the way out. And he's going to deliver the ball down the line to Wolfenden. Good on Kiefer Moore, 90th minute plus, busting his hump down. Smith pitbulling it in the middle. Eccles, Kessler Hayden up to the putts. Hayden thumps it way out. They got to go and grab a ball, and the ball boys aren't helping them. We are Wrexham FC. Oh, man. Not thrown in properly. Redo it again. Kicks the ball away. Oh, he does have a ball. Oh, that was the crowd. Well, if the crowd threw that in and let that go into play to take off an extra 5 seconds, well done for them. Had it away on the clearance. Kiefer Moore gets it away and gets it to O'Brien's feet, and he's just going to run it. Run it, sir. All the way, straight to the corner. Get there. Well done. Kessler Hayden on O'Brien into the corner, and he got a throw in from it. Baby, how good has today been? Can we just talk about it for a second? Oh, man. Even at the half when we were down by 1, we all said it in the chat, Brendan and I, everybody, we will take this effort, and there's still optimism, and that's what Wrexham was. That was what drove us. That was the engine. It was our mantra. It was our aura that we gave it, and we went after it at all times. Win the throw in, get to the corner. Kakache, he's going to lose it, and they're going to stab it the other way. Ball's still loose. 3 jerseys over, and they kick it out, and we'll get another throw in. Ha ha ha! Unreal. Blow this thing down, and let's take 3 points. Once it's thrown in, throw it into the corner. Just throw it into the corner. Kiefer Moore, ball at his feet. Blow it down, sir. Blow it down, sir. There's been no injury time. We're 30 seconds over, you clown. Blow it. And bullshit to you, referee, for giving them that extra opportunity. What happened in the last 5 minutes that justified the last 30 seconds? The referee's trying to job the Welsh. Is that what this is? Referee's trying to job Wrexham. Is that what that was? Garbage. Garbage by the official. A horrible game by you, sir. But it doesn't matter. Wrexham beats Coventry and the official. And they take 3 points. Brendan, sum that one up full time.
It's very simple. There was some guy with two thumbs that said the score would be 3-2 and this would be the season game changer, right? This game would say who Wrexham is, and we're going for it, and we can do it. So
I'm heartbroken because you get credit and I have to wear this damn ET suit until they end up dropping points. And I feel positive that what you said is there's some truth to that. Coventry's first loss in the league to Wrexham. You see, I just always wonder where there's a bit of a bias against Wrexham squads, and you don't see it appear very often, but like that one to me is an obvious one. In what circumstance can you justify an extra 35 seconds and giving Coventry the opportunity to run down for one more shot? In what universe? There wasn't one. But it doesn't matter, Daniel, to his point. We just shut down Cov. Oh, my word.
I liked that everyone in the chat was being positive the whole time, even at half. It wasn't just you and I saying it. Like we were saying, if they play like that in the second half, I think there's a couple of goals, right? Like, and we ended up getting 3 out of it. I thought we were the better team. I thought we were making better chances. I thought all of their stuff was BS. It was a bunch of flops and fouls in some set plays. Other than that, they couldn't get anything really cooking, and we were. So this is the team right here. This is it. This is the hustle we need. I think obviously Moore was the guy and Windass setting them up, but I think it's underrated the job that James did in this game. So
James did defensively and through the midfield. Sheaf with
thank you, Reese.
You know what? Like fault of player. I mean, man of the match is going to Moore. I'm not even going to vote on it, right? Like that's clearly who man of the match has to go to. But we were better today for sure. Needed that one, right, Julia? After that was painful on Wednesday. And now things look entirely different. You take on the top team in the league, a team that hadn't lost, and you give them an L. You feed it to them, and you bitch slapped a piss poor referee. Like that's how the positivity. It's infectious. And
I am sending the putts into the scoreboard was also quite nice. That was a little cherry on the top.
Shaun in the ET suit. You know what? If I end up turning into this, God, am I allowed to wash this thing? Because it's going to be funky if I'm not.
So Tuesday we said, and we've talked about this, how we come back after laying an egg and stuff like that. We said, that awful game with Coventry, if that kicks us in the ass and causes us to light a fire and come with heart and blow away Coventry, then it would all be worth it. So there we go.
There we go. Standings. We're at 11th. Now everybody plays tomorrow, but we're sitting at 11th. And if you're Middlesborough, they've got an opportunity. They only have to score 20 goals tomorrow. I actually need 21 because they 24 minus 8, 16. They need 16 goals. That's no big deal. Middlesbrough could get top of the table if they end up pulling. So
John, I can smell you from here, but it smells like victory.
It does, and I'm happy to wear this silly costume for as long, although I'm going to ditch the toque. I don't care how bad my hair looks. Like I am, can you tell? I'm just profuse here. I'm dripping. I'm going to need to load up on Wrexham lager while I go trick-or-treating. And go through the list now. Coventry, we've beaten at home. Middlesborough, we went away and took a point. Millwall, third place overall. We beat them away. And now you sit there and you look at the table and you're like, you know what? Body of work. We got up. We haven't played Bristol City yet. We haven't played Charlton. We played Preston in the cup, but we haven't Hull City. There, we get to take our swings now. We get to take our swings. And for the love of God, boys, you've found out what happens when you get out there and you bust your hump. When you come out in your next game, if you're sitting and resting on your laurels and doing a Cardiff City, you are there's gonna be trouble. Also, as usual, I have a Cov watch along running in another window. They are not happy. I think they thought it would be an easy win for them. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go and join in on that one at some point in time.
Hey, giving up 3 goals in a half yeah.
And it's not that it was completely against the run of play. We haven't looked at the stats. Do you want to look at them while we're all optimistic and friendly, even though it's a work day?
You can do whatever you'd like. I have it ready for you.
Well, let's bring it up. I mean, 46% to 54%. That's actually more possession than we normally have. We led in XG. Am I only on the half? Because I thought that there was more. No, that's total. 18 shots to 13. They edged us there, but we had 7 on target, 3 big chances, and none of them we scored on. Oh no, 3 big chances missed, none. Sorry, we scored on all 3. So we were efficient. That's fine. Fouls committed 10-9 should have been less to us. I'm sorry. The flopping was just ungodly. The XG, we led an open play and set play with touches in the box, 26 to 22. The lads were on. But yes, now that this is done, let's go Jays. It'll be a battle for them. I can't say that Yakamoto is anything like putts like Sakamoto. But Yakamoto.
Kiefer Moore, 9.6 in FOTMob. Windot's 9.4.
Nuts, right?
2 guys in the 9s. Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
And you got 3 goals and 3 assists for Windass. And those passes, like that second one especially, you know what? They were all gorgeous. The long one through, the one over top of the defender and on. I mean, God, today is a good day, and I'm sitting there at 3 p.m. and I know the boys are coming home soon, and we got to go trick or treating and doing things. I hope I didn't mess up on anything. And whether the family's here, I don't know, but we might have to wrap this one up. So, a couple of reminders: like button is down below. Smash that thing, hit it before you leave. Celebrate. That's great. That's awesome. Steve Barton, I think it was Reese had stuff. There were donations, whether they be memberships or cash. I think Jason, you threw some in there too. Whoever it was, much love and appreciation. It's not necessary. I do this because I love it, not to do anything with it, but it's very welcome. Thank you for it. Lets me pay the bills that cost to do this sort of thing, which aren't egregious, but it's always nice to have this to satisfy things. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, free day for the men. But the women start. It's Butte Energy Cup, correct? No, it's not. One more
come join me and Deandra. We put on quite a show on the women's games, and it's a lot of fun.
And different from the regular season, right? It's always something special to end up the Butte Energy Cup. Obviously, hoping for both Wrexham teams to win on that one, so that the draw and the pot. No, and it's New Saints. Sorry, it's not Landudno. It's New Saints. TNS. I forgot there was one more game in advance of that. The New Saints got some weapons, and so that'll be a good one. So see you there, 6 a.m. The time in the Pacific, 9 in the East Coast, 2 in the UK. Now that we fall back with daylight savings this weekend in North America, then we're back here on the 5th for Portsmouth. So an opportunity to build and go do our thing against Portsmouth. And yeah. Oh, and my wife's thing while you're here. The link is in the chat right at the top. It's a pinned comment. If nothing else, just for me, bump that. Go and hit subscribe. You can do it now. We're signing off, so you'll have the opportunity. Click that. What a day. Kiefer Moore, 3 goals. Windass, 3 assists. O'Brien controlling things in the midfield. Matty James defensively, eating things up. Kakache, Kabore, maybe he had that mistake on the first goal, but he did well with the effort, but he did have that mistake. The back line was solid. Ogonko came out and had one of the best punches we've seen and did his thing. I mean, belt to ass. Taking out Cov. Go Blue Jays. And we'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one. Take care.